Good morning and welcome to a new vlog and a new week. It is probably about 8:45, I would say, 20 to 9, and I've just had a shower. The boys are all ready. I'm playing up the stairs and I'm going to make Owen's lunchbox before we head to school. I'm very happy because I'm finally going to be handing over the report of the diagnosis for Alfie. Technically I was thinking I would hand it over before he starts school in September, and with all the delays it didn't happen. I have spent the weekend, you know, I'm going to show you, it will be quicker. I've taken all the papers. Well, basically what happened is that I needed specific papers to get numbers of different things and all to fill in his disability form. Now, I don't consider autism as a disability myself, but right now I'm in a situation where I cannot work because I cannot work apart from a couple of hours a day because I need to take care of him and I need carer's allowance to help me cope financially because it is getting very difficult. I only get paid for what I sell, and from that a big chunk goes to fees for the shop, to supplies and all that. So from an order I don't get a lot in the end. It's not enough at the moment to continue to live on. So becoming a carer for him makes sense because technically that's the job I've been doing without getting any pay or anything for it. It's not a lot of money a week, but it would allow me to breathe a little bit and stop blaming myself for the fact I can't work those hours, because that's what I do at the moment, because I'm probably a bit stupid in my brain, but I can't manage to change that mindset at the moment. So having that will just, I think it will just give a name to what I'm already doing and validate it in a way. So I needed to get a lot of paperwork because before I can get carer's allowance, we need to apply for disability allowance for Alfie, and for that I needed a lot of paperwork, like reports and all that. So for Alfie, what I have is that because we have a lot of appointments and we need to have everything, I have a folder like this. Also, side note, if you wonder what's happening to my thumb, I sprained the joint in the middle. Well, yesterday I was trying to battle with Alfie around midnight to change his nappy, and he just hit me with his knee very hard. Didn't intentionally do it, but it just happened, and my thumb was bent. I'm going to show you. My thumb was bent this way basically, and he hit me in that direction, so the joints there got a big hit, and my thumb is purple and blue and green at that joint. My sister is a physio, so I had a little bit of a distance consultation with her. She made me do different things and all that. I don't think it's broken, I think it's just sprained and bruised. So in the meantime I have this to support the joints there, so I hopefully don't hurt it more and it just gets better. Anyway, so what I did is that I took all the papers, the letters, everything we had in the house, made a massive pile of it and went through everything to in the end organize it into this. Now, we did have an old box like this, but it doesn't lock properly anymore. It's not straight anymore, so it doesn't close properly. And I had this one from when I was doing the chain minding. There we go. And I got my label maker. I don't think I've shown you that. I got a label maker to reorganize things in the house. So I've put labels, everything is organized, everything fits in this box. And do you see that green box over here? This is full to the top of paper to shred. I had stuff in that box from 2008. I mean, seriously, like, who needs letters from 2008 who are absolutely not relevant anymore? Or I had, like, for the home insurance, I had kept like the full, as I sent you, a whole lot of paper. I had everything, so now I've just kept the certificate to just prove if we ever needed it and we had a home insurance. So went through everything, and now we'll probably, when we put the fire on, we'll burn through these. I'm just going to leave that box as a pile to shred, and when we get time we can either shred it or burn it when we do a fire. And I feel so happy that this is done. All the paperwork has been done for the DLA claim. It took me the entire day yesterday to file everything and fill in the forms. I started the night before. It's a long process, but I know it will be worth it. Luckily I had done it for James' PIP claim, so it was all stuff I expected. It's a lot easier than the pip actually to fill in. But we are hopefully going to get some help, because I badly need help to be able to manage the situation, because we thought it was going to be a temporary thing for a month or two, maximum to Halloween, then it was extended to Christmas, and now I'm being told it's probably going to be like that the entire year. We have no clue what's happening next year yet. We probably will not know until the summertime. So having that is kind of a bit of peace of mind, really. So I'm gonna get going now with lunchbox and coats and everything on the boys, and then I need to work this morning because I reopened my shop on Saturday, and I got some orders, so I need to do those, and I'm gonna tidy up at the same time. When I make orders, because there's a lot of printing that I need to wade through, and then cutting, which I need to wade through as well, I can do stuff at the same time. So I'm going to work and tidy at the same time. Also on Wednesday I'm getting a haircut, so at the moment my hair is shorter at the back, so I want to get it trimmed, but I don't want to get it much shorter at the back because I want to be able to tie it properly. But I think the angle it's cut out is too sharp, so I want to I want it longer at the front but not at such a sharp angle, so I want more cut at the front than the back, if that makes sense. I will show you whenever it's done. I'm hoping my hairdressers understand what I mean, but she knows my hair really well, so hopefully she'll know what I mean. Yeah, it just needs a trim badly because I haven't done it since the 1st of June was the last time, so there's a lot of split ends, and it's just a very awkward length at the moment because it's too long at the front for the length it has at the back. Anyway, I want to ultimately grow it a little bit to maybe, yeah, just everything being more like the length is now, but it will take a bit of cutting before I can get to that. Anyway, I'm not going to ramble too much, and I'll catch up with you later on today or maybe tomorrow. Good morning, it's now Tuesday, it's 10 to 11. I've had a very productive morning so far. I'm really glad. So we have the shopping delivery. I've cleaned all the worktop. I've cleaned the kitchen bar the floor, which I will do later. I've hoovered at the weekend, so it's not too bad. We've received our HelloFresh delivery, and we have 3 recipes that look very nice. So we have oven baked risotto with bacon and mushroom, meatballs and cheesy mash with pancetta and onion gravy, and chickpea and feta falafel with sweet potato, cheesy green beans. What I've done, this is a tip for you. We've got our shopping delivery too. On the bag, so I put everything for one recipe in one bag, and on the bag I put the date, whichever date, like for example the meat there is good until the 18th, the rest can go longer. But I put a date, so then when I go later on in the day to do my meal planning, I will put them in an order so nothing goes to waste. Then I have also phoned the educational psychologist again, because I phoned yesterday for her to do stuff she's meant to do, and she hasn't called me back. So what I do whenever that happens is that I phone every single day until I get an answer. That's the way to go, because this is the only way to get stuff done. So that's what I've done, and now I'm tidying up the living room. So what I've done is that I've sorted the toys. So I've put all the small cars, we play with a lot, so I've put in a smaller box there, and only kept some of the books, and he likes that drawing thing. Then in here we have whichever Playmobil he plays with the most at the moment. When I say he, I mean Alfie. Owen plays in his room most of the time. This is just everything else that he plays with at the moment down the stairs, and this is all the train track pieces in there. And so as I said, some books. I've made room for the game. I've been playing our games we got for Christmas a lot with James lately, and I have some space there and they all fit in there, so I'm glad about that. Then I've put some of the games the boys got that we are playing at the moment, I've put in there too. The rest is in their room. And then I still have some room in here. Hold on, this is the junk drawer that has everything that has no other place in the house. This is all like small games. I can fit probably, they got a few more card games and all, and they're probably going to fit in there. So I am going to go and get them in the one's room after I put them in here. One thing I want to do is to remove all those locks. We had them when I was a childminder, and I need to have locks on everything, and then for Alfie as well. but we don't need them anymore. They look really ugly. I also have those there that I need to remove. But then I need to finish to tidy up this bit. This cat is going insane. She had this little baby penguin is Owen's, and she's claimed it and she's fighting with it all the time. And we've moved her box here. That was before in here because she doesn't go into it anymore, but she's just ignoring it, so I think I'm just going to remove it entirely. I might try it in the office for a bit. She has claimed this pillow, which is one of the ones I've made. She had it when she went to the cattery and she's been using it still, and she likes to be up high, so I've kept that corner for her. I need to, this plant is dead, those flowers are dead. I need to remove all that, get new flowers, but I'm happy with how I'm doing so far today. I need to sort out the laundry after, but we have no more activities on Tuesdays. We used to have swimming, which was always stressing me out because I don't mind bringing Owen to swimming, that was fine, but see, bringing Alfie in the changing rooms while you're trying to change Owen and he runs everywhere and all that, it's just not very handy. So yes, I'm going to tidy up the rest of the living room, and then I need to go and get Alfie in half an hour. So by the time I come back, that will be done, and I can get some, my goal for the rest of the day is to do my meal plan, and this afternoon I am going to cook some of the meals in advance. So then tomorrow, for example, is always super busy, Wednesday, so then I want to have the Wednesday dinner done. So my goal is to cook at least tonight's dinner and tomorrow's dinner, and then we'll see. I have ingredients to make a quiche as well, so I might do that. And yes, for now, tidying up. Good morning. Today is Wednesday. I don't know the day of the week, the 16th of January, and last night really late, because it's always the way, I suddenly get an idea. It always happens late at night and I start moving things around in rooms. I've been wanting, well, I've been needing to change the layout of my desk, because I didn't know I have a new laptop. Problem I have with it is that the laptop is brilliant, but the software I use for doing my stickers can only work on low resolution screens. Most current laptops come with a screen resolution that is far too high for the software to handle. Luckily, I have a husband who works in IT and was able to figure that out for me. So I now rely on the software people, the brown people, to update the software so it can handle this. Now, I'm assuming this is a big job and I don't know when it's going to happen. So in the meantime, because my old laptop, which I'm currently still using because I have no choice, before it dies basically, I need to find a solution. So James found one for me. James used to have two screens on his desk because he does programming and stuff, and it's handy to have two screens. But they are old screens, so he gave me an old screen so I can plug my new laptop in the screen and use that screen to use the software, because the software actually runs, but I can't design on it because it just looks very, like, it's almost like it's pixelated or blurry, and I need sharp lines to be able to know where to cut the stickers and all, so it doesn't work for me. So what I've done, I'm going to move back. So this hasn't changed, it's still my sewing corner. Then I used to have those shelves. I had one here and one here, and this thing at the back, and over here I had my cutting machine here, which is now here, and the printer here, which is now over here, which means it has created a lot of mess that I need to sort out everywhere, and I need to reorganize those shelves. But now I have sticker corner. This is going to be all my pens, like my planning pens, creative stuff, my work desk, and sewing corner. And it means that I have two more shelves like this that I need to put, and I was going to put them above, but it's really high, and now it means I can put them below. So then I can put, I have all my Harry Potter world figures up here, so I might put them for now, but I don't think they're going to fit on one shelf. Oh well, one is two together, so I might fit the Fantastic Beasts ones above. I don't know yet, I will have to see. But anyway, then I can do that. I need to rearrange. I wanted to change all the way the wall decor stuff is anyway, So this is going to be the perfect occasion, because now my board there is hiding, some of the frames are hiding, so I'm going to be able to put my board in that big blank place there, or over here, I don't know yet. I might do two boards, one like an inspiration board and one like a actual work board. And then I want to change the content of those frames. I used to receive the little box and I was changing them around the seasons, but I just don't feel like that anymore, so I will have to look into something, but I will rearrange it for now and then maybe fill that space later. I will see. And then I am thinking of moving this guy this way over there, and moving my Mademoisellepoupette is my sewing business, moving that above the sewing machine. I'm gonna have to see. I might leave it there for now because it's quite good there, and I think the light box still works there. I might put a little frame to balance it on the other side. I'll see. Anyway, this is my goal of the week, to sort all this out, and then I'll have a nice area to work in. I might actually do that today, so then I have some orders to make, but I'm going to make them on Saturday, so at least I can have the desk all tidy on Saturday and work in my new work area. I am growing a chin on my forehead. I have no idea what this is about. It started last night. Believe it or not, it was much bigger last night. I put some tea tree oil overnight and it has shrunk a little bit, but it's one of those that's so deep you can't do anything, and it's really, really sore. So it's great. Tonight I am going to get a haircut, and I'm looking forward to it, because my hair at the moment is just, the ends are really damaged. I don't do much to it. I don't put any heat on it, so it's not too bad, but I think it's that length because it brushes on your shoulders all the time. But I kind of want to grow it a little longer for the summer, but I still want to have a nice cut in between, not much longer. But I want the back to be longer, so then I can plait it, because I'm going to France in the summer and it's always really hot, and this is a really awkward length because it's like too short to just start to put it up in a high ponytail, for example. So I want that to be higher, so I can put like a messy bun if I need to. So that's the plan, but in between I don't want to have a rubbish haircut while I wait, because there's still 6 months to go and I just want to feel a bit better about myself. So I'm going to get a haircut. I would get a trim anyway, but I'm just going to get a little bit more taken off for now. Hello, it's quite a bit later now. It's actually after midnight. Just wanted to show you my hair. So I got it trimmed. It's very straight now right now. Not a big fan of it being super straight, but so as you can see, it is still longer at the front, but the angle is exactly what I wanted, basically. So now I can still tie it, and at the back it's like there. So I'm going to grow it for a bit. I am getting really red and covered in spots, but my period is due soon, so I'm probably going to be flourishing in the next 2 days. I'm going to go to bed and I'll be back in the morning to continue this vlog. This little kitty cat doing this. I started to really empty all the boxes in there, so I have bin bags getting filled everywhere. My office is probably going to look like a building site for this week, but at the end it should look much more tidy and a lot less cluttered, because at the moment it's very, very cluttered everywhere, but that's because I'm sorting everything out. Good morning, happy Thursday. I'm about to make myself a drink. It's just after 9 o'clock. James is bringing the boys to school today. He has a blood test at 11, so he's going to work later, and it means he can bring the boys to school and I don't have to get dressed or anything. I'm still in my pajamas for now. Today is a quiet day. There's just school and homework and all. There's no activities, there are no appointments, and I'm so glad about that. Tomorrow is not too bad as well. We have one has a haircut in the afternoon, but apart from that it's just a normal day. Well, then it has scouts in the evening, but it's just a normal kind of thing. It's not like big medical appointments and all that. I feel like it's the first week since we came back where I can actually not stress over things all the time. Having the diagnosis out of the way, having the like Alfie's claim sent off. I know, I mean, it's out of my hand. And you know, I've done everything I could do. Now it's just a matter of waiting and hoping that they don't mess about with it. The last annoying thing that I have to deal with now is this specialist statement, which at the moment is not going anywhere because somebody along the way didn't do their job properly, and he has just made a mess. So I'm trying to sort that out. The problem is managing to reach the relevant people to sort it out. I am at the point where I am leaving messages daily to their secretary to let them know I've called again to try and speak to them, and I'm getting nowhere at the moment. So next week, well, the school is going to start trying to phone too now, just to see if we go from different angles. We might be able to get the relevant people, or if people like the Senko in school phones, they might be more likely to pick up. I'm just getting a bit fed up with it, but there's nothing more I can do. Next week, I know those people are visiting the school, so the teacher said to me, if we haven't reached them before, I will catch them then in person, and they will have to deal with stuff. So yes, it's lovely. It's lovely to have to fight so much to get help for children. It's absolutely ridiculous, but I do understand their work with their whatever they are given as resources, and there's only so much they can do. But I do feel like sometimes some of them are just really pushing it, and at the moment that's what's happening. So I'm gonna stay positive. This is all going to be sorted eventually. I'm just keen to get it sorted so we can do the right thing for him for next September, and it's not all last minute. And I just want him to be in a place which is going to be helping him, and to be in a more settled situation with work myself. And yeah, just want to get everything sorted. Anyway, I'm not going to ramble on too long. I'm going to make my drink, and then I'm going to go back to the office to continue my big decluttering, tidying up, rearranging mission. I might leave James some bags I have there once they are full to bring to the dump on his way to the train station after he goes past it anyway, so then I can get those out of the way. And yeah, I'll show you the progress when I've made a bit more. At the moment it's just what you saw last, a big cluttery mess everywhere, and I find that stage really overwhelming. But if I push a little bit, it will start getting easier as I have clear boxes for everything, and as I empty boxes, the stuff I keep I put in the relevant box. It's gonna work out in the end. But right now it's just the frustrating bit where I really have to push myself to continue, and then it's gonna flip to the nicer bit where there's less to do than there is to be done. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. Yes, that. Anyway, see you later on. It's now 5:15, and we went to Tesco's with Alfie earlier because we wanted to get a few things. I needed a hammer because I'm going to have to put a new few nails in the wall to move my notice boards around and all. We have a hammer, we have a big toolbox, but the toolbox is half empty, and I went to Tesco's to buy just a hammer. The hammer was £4, and I found this toolkit for £6, which has very basic stuff, but I figured we could keep this one in the utility room. A lot of our tools are in the shed, but when it's wintry, it's dark, well, you can't see there, the shed is at the other end of the garden, and our garden is a mud field, so when it's cold and dark, I thought it might be handy, now that everything's reorganized, to have a small toolkit there. I also bought 4 more of these. These are not for the office. I bought 2 of these because I have another tiny house caretaker for Christmas to make, and I bought some tulips. I'm probably going to be buying tulips as flowers for the next few months, because I mean this is £3 and this makes me so happy. Food wise, I need to check the dates because I know one of the recipes has a date thing on. I don't know which one. Let's see. This one, number 1. I need to make this one. Which one would it be? I don't know. Number one. We are having oven baked risotto with bacon and mushroom and salad on the side. And then the next one will be this one, but that will be for tomorrow or the day after. The last 2 nights we ate this, the meatballs and cheesy mash. I didn't put the cheese in the mash because James doesn't like cheese. Oh, it's really, really nice. So I'll be making that again. But yeah, oven baked risotto, sounds nice. So I'm going to make this now before James comes home, when I'm cooking a dinner for the boys. What are you doing, kitty cat? What are you doing? Hello, Aiko. Hello. And when I say that, Alfie wants attention over here, so he meows. Yes, I'm gonna bake. This is the result of the meal. It looks really nice, but the risotto is more like rice with sides, not really risotto. It's like more cooked rice. Good morning. It is Friday. It is 10:25. I've just come home from bringing the boys to school, and I stopped to chat with one of Owen's friends' mom, and got a bit carried away and stayed there until 10 for an hour. And then my neighbor asked me, do you have an extension lead I can borrow? And I went over and started to chat again, and it's one of those days where I've been chatting with people and time flew by and I didn't realize. Came home, I have about an hour, so I made myself a little hot chocolate because the weather outside is just so bleh. Can't find a better adjective to define it. It's rainy, it's cold, and it's just really damp. It's one of those weather where you feel cold inside your bones. That one. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. I hate humidity. It's not a very clever move I've made to come to Northern Ireland when you hate humidity, but I'd rather... Sometimes when it's raining, it's not as humid. Does this make sense? I don't know if it does. It's the humidity in the air that I can't stand. Sometimes it's raining and it's not getting through your body as much as... I'm sure if you can feel what I can feel, you understand what I'm saying. If you don't, you probably will think I'm mental, but I'm okay with this. Anyway, so I'm gonna have this little hot chocolate, then I'm gonna continue that organizing up there, and I want to put up a little shelf below this one to move around my fingers. I had a lot of like things to put on the wall and all, but I can do the hammering and putting nails up and all with Alfie there, but the drilling, I'd rather do it in peace. So I'm going to do it before Alfie comes back. That's what I'll do first, and then when he's back I can do some of the rest of the stuff. But I'm really happy with how the reorganization of the office is going. I just need to continue to find places for everything, and I'm probably not going to go through all this unit over there for now. I'll do it maybe next week, but as long as I have all these cupboards organized, I have almost finished to do the desk, and then James's corner I'll probably do at the weekend, but I want to have all the desk finished and everything else decluttered to be able to work in the office tomorrow, because I have to finish all my orders. And yeah, but I'm happy with the progress I'm making. So I'm gonna have my hot chocolate and do some drilling now. Right, I have my second shelf. That's when I realized I leveled this one with the wall and the desk. I don't know what I leveled this one with, but this one is fine, but this one goes up. It will do for now. This one at the top was put up with the wrong screws, so I need to change the screws, because it looks like it's not straight, but it's because it's leaning forward. So I need to realign it. But I'm thinking I'm going to hang it. You see the way the back there is towards the top. On this one I had to do it towards the bottom. I think I'm going to flip them to have them all the same way. But I've spaced out all my little mommy dolls. Put my notice board up there. I need something for here, but I think I'm going to center that a bit. I'm going to remove this. Remove all the nails. I've removed the nails from here. Need to change the prints there, but I already feel a lot more better. That doesn't make sense. I need to change everything on that board as well, and have something out there. Maybe like a calendar or something would be good there actually. I'll see. But and I need to change the Merry Christmas everyone as well, because as we all know, Christmas is in a long time. Anyway, time to go and get Alfie now. I was running late for going to Scouts, and when James was pulling in with his car as I was about to leave, so he's bringing Owen and he has Alfie in the car in the hope Alfie falls asleep. It's been one of those days where he just keeps screaming and he's wrecked and all that. But the good news is I have finished to sort out my desk and plugging in, like wiring everything and all that. So my computer is operational to work. On the old one, James should have bought me, we need a new HDMI cable, because For the old monitor you need some form of adapter, like this plugs in, but this is really old, so you need an adapter with a HDMI cable on the other side, except that the one we have is in that state, so it's not doing much. So James bought me a new one. It's going to help me wire everything in so I can use the monitor tomorrow, just in case. I've kept my old laptop there for now, so I can do those orders with it and then gradually get used to using this bigger screen. I'm going to show you roughly what I've done for my desk. There's still clutter in many places, like all this on the floor is for the dump. These 2 boxes there are empty, but I have things I want to pack for the attic, like keepsake stuff and all that, so I'm going to keep them built for now until I sort that out. Then what I've done is that I have left my Harry Potter figures, and I used 3 little boxes to kind of make a higher level. What I might eventually do is actually use more, so I have a higher up again level than this one and the front one, so I have 3 different rows. Over there I have all the other ones and my Mom into Dolls there. In here, this goes here and I need to glue it again. This is the firelights that are operational. I have like a candle thing. I don't think I will use it there. I don't use it that much. It's more for decorations. I have some books I'm currently working with. This is a working candle holder. In here I have, these are all the important papers. Either I need to put away or I need to use a lot at the moment, or important papers that need to be put away later on that I haven't sorted through yet. These are papers, but they are like for scrapbooking and all that. They are just random papers. I keep stuff like bags and tissue papers and all from orders, so this is stuff to use. This is my December daily album, which I haven't done yet, which I need to do. This is Alfie's paperwork folder for everything with his statement and everything. I'm just keeping it handy because I need it all the time, and then some cutting mats for my machine. In here we have loads of papers, so like I have watercolor papers, loads of different scrapbooking papers, acetate, photo paper, colored papers, laminating sheets, like all the paper stuff. This I named it equipment. Basically it has stuff like my iron from when I'm sewing, and my glue gun, some tripods, cutting machine, laminator, like all different things like this. Decorations in here is filled with stuff I want to eventually put around the house, which I haven't got around to do. Planners and folders is folders for like businesses, and then older planners that I keep handy in here for, I usually keep about 3 years there, and then the rest I put in the attic if I want to keep them. Packing supplies, envelopes, mail bags and all that. To shred is a massive pile of mail to shred, as it says. Then in here we have all my ready-made stock from sewing, stuff for the cat, and this is all my felt. In here I have my sewing stuff, which are like the things I need the most. So I have a tin with threads, this is my little sewing pouch, a pin cushion, and a few different things in there. In here we have a box with my journaling card. This is going to be a box which is kind of what I'm doing at the moment. This is going to go, this is the pile of still like beauty stuff. Then I have the little project I'm working on, which I'm going to use that box for. So it's going to be empty when I don't have a project, but at least when I have a project, everything will have a place. That's the idea, is that if I have a place for everything, it will be easier to keep tidy. This is for the kitchen. I have a lot of packets of seeds that I didn't know what to do with. I had that folder that I'm not using, so that. This is all DIY stuff. This is a subscription box I want to sell because I'm not going to use this one. This needs to be put away. Basically all the clutter there needs to be put away somewhere else. Up here I have decluttered a lot. So we now have, these are like all important documents. We have a dehumidifier because this room gets really humid. Up there is my card box. These 4 boxes I want to sell. They are scrapbooking subscription boxes which I want to sell. I have a big fairy light thing with flowers we used to have, and I still don't know whether I want to get rid of it or not. And this is a big colouring poster, the size of this one, but with Paris on it, that I've not finished yet. These boxes I had sorted through. For now, I went through again, so I moved stuff to make more room to not have things on the side. I don't know yet what I will do with them. Here I have some art supplies, which I might put in a box. My washi tapes. These are all my shop supplies, so I have packing stuff, paper and all that. And these are all my stickers and things like this. And then this I need to put away. These are all stuff, toiletries, hair stuff and all that. And bin to pack stuff to be posted. I need to go through this little thing. And then this basket for James's desk. And then I really need to go through that clutter, but that will wait tomorrow. But at least now I can actually work on my desk properly. So I didn't go through the stuff there. These are basically my art supply stuff, planner stuff, art stuff, all different plugs, a mix of things. Chocolates, it's like a safety kit, hand cream, different things. This is all shop related, so all stickers, packing stuff, my cutting machine, letters I need to reply to over there. So yes, that's actually it now. And then I've moved that there. Oh, and I have bought a little charging dock for USB things, so I don't have as many plugs lying around on my desk. And then I have a multi-plug for the actual plugs over here. And this doesn't say Merry Christmas anymore. That's the end of this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.